E aí, pessoal, estamos aqui com o Alden Kroll, da Valve, trabalha na Steam, acabou de fazer uma palestra maravilhosa aqui. Vou perguntar umas coisinhas aqui para ele bem rápido sobre a Steam. Tell me what you do in Valve and on Steam, and what's your work there?
Yeah, so my name is Alden Kroll, and I'm a designer at Valve, and I work on Steam. So I help design the Steam desktop client, as well as the store and the community, and then also the back-end publishing tools that game developers use to prepare their games for release.
Okay. How can Brazilian devs have their work, their games published on Steam? How does the application system works? Is there a way to make their games more palatable, more able to be published right away?
It's a really straightforward and open process to bring a game to Steam and publish it. So we have a straightforward set of digital paperwork that developers would fill out. It includes entering tax and bank information so we can pay them when they make sales of their game. And so once they've gone through that process, there's a per game $100 fee. You pay it once, and then you can start building your store page and start uploading game builds. Once you're through all that process, you can use Steam as a way, if you have multiple people working on the same game, you can use Steam as a way to deploy your builds to the rest of your team for testing. So it's a great process and set of tools to use even for the game development part of the process. And then your builds are already there and ready to go as you prepare for releasing to customers. You can use, say, systems for getting players in to play test your game or try out a demo, or give out testing keys for players to be able to test your game and give you feedback. So there's a lot of features in there that make it really useful for game developers. I think we see a huge variety of different kinds of games on Steam too. So it's not one particular genre or a certain kind of player that is the Steam player. The Steam audience is really diverse and vast. And so we see everything from cute puzzle games to big AAA shooters and everything in between, visual novels and strategy and simulation. So whatever kind of game the Brazilian game developers are making, there's an audience for that on Steam.
Really nice. Talking about features, how does the Steam features, are there any features that can help the Brazilian game devs and game devs in general to build better games?
Yeah, I mean, I think the features that are most helpful for building a better game is both a feature and a process, which is thinking about playtesting. So getting your game in front of people that can give you honest feedback. And so Steam has a playtesting feature, but it also has demos and it has keys. And so all of these are ways that you can get your game in front of players, and you can even, whether you're here at a physical event like gamescom and talk, like being able to look over the shoulder of people while they play their game, looking and paying attention to how they're playing with it, how they're interacting, how they respond to the game. Those are the kinds of things that will help players give you the kind of feedback that you need to think about how to improve your game and make it better, so that the next person that sits down doesn't encounter those same problems or doesn't have the same questions.
Nice. You probably met the various people from the Brazilian game dev scene. Do you think were you well received by them? Do you feel the warmth of the Brazilian people?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody is so welcoming and generous with their time, and it's just been a delight to meet so many people and get to talk to people. And that's why we're here at Gamescom LATAM, is to meet game developers and get to know people, so that when we get questions in the future, we can understand who it is that we're talking to, and we can also kind of understand where people are coming from. But yeah, it's been really great so far. Everybody's been so welcoming and warm. It's been really great.
Nice. About a bit of a unrelated question. What's your favorite meal or drink from Brazil so far?
Yeah, we've got to have some great food. We went to a steak restaurant last night, so we had some really good various kinds of meats, and yeah, and then we had I think it was fried tapioca that was really good. Um, yeah, just there's a lot of food, and I'm sure that we won't even get a chance to taste. But we're excited to be here and try. It seems like Sao Paulo is a great place to try out a lot of different foods.
Come next time, more times to prove more food.
Yeah.
Brigadeiro is nice.
Very nice.
Oh, okay. We'll try that next time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.